Well, hello there, my name's Jeremy and welcome back to Freeform Disney. This video is going to be a super quick less than 3-minute catch up before you watch the new Black Widow movie. Well, here we go. On my mark, get set, and go. Natasha Romanoff, better known as Black Widow, has come a long way since first being introduced to the MCU in Iron Man 2 when she was initially undercover to keep tabs on Tony Stark. Now, while she became an Avenger, made great strides in her relationships with the various members and even helped train the next generation of Avengers, she also wanted to be the peacemaker and stay on everyone's good side. But that blew up in her face when Tony and Steve came to blows over Bucky and the Sokovia Accords. She changed sides near the end of the big airport fight, and later Tony told her she better run before the US government came to arrest her. And that's about where this new movie will pick up, in between the events of Civil War and Infinity War. She's on the run without her former friends in the Avengers, and that brings her back once more to Russia and her life that she has long run from. Intriguingly, we know she had visited Russia very recently when she went looking for her parents, only to find their tombstones. Now, as for her earlier life, we've only gotten bits and pieces about that part of her life, but here they are. She appears to have potentially been orphaned, then she was trained in the Red Room, a top-secret KGB training facility for assassins and spies. She was a star pupil, quickly rising through the ranks, which seems to have earned her the moniker of being Dreykov's daughter. Dreykov was a person who ran the Red Room, and she was sterilized as part of the graduation ceremony. And after that, she did many things which haunt her, including something in Sao Paulo, a hospital fire, and more. Enough that Loki said her ledger was not just dripping, but gushing red. More recently, she left the KGB and joined S.H.I.E.L.D. At least in part, it seems due to Hawkeye's decision not to kill her and instead befriend her, and also because she wanted to go straight and leave behind her former life. For more reasons, or the definitive reason, we'll still have to wait and see. After that, one of her early S.H.I.E.L.D. missions was escorting a nuclear engineer out of Iran, but that failed spectacularly and she barely escaped with her life after the Winter Soldier showed up. A couple years later is when she was assigned her undercover role of spying on Tony. And now, I don't think this will come up, but she is fluent in at least 5 languages: English, Russian, French, Italian, and Latin, and she had a short-lived romance with Bruce Banner, which ended when he ran away after the Avengers defeated Ultron. Some of her driving forces we're likely to see year 2 are finding her place in the world and atoning for her past actions. But things won't be easy for her on the US home front, as we know that Secretary of State Ross will be chasing her down. We know he won't succeed in capturing her given the events of Infinity War, but this is still interesting. Ross, by the way, is the person who oversaw the accidental creation of the Hulk while trying to recreate the Super Soldier Serum, and 5 years after that became Secretary of State, where he was a big proponent of the Sokovia Accords that required registration and regulation of enhanced individuals such as the Avengers. And those accords and Black Widow's actions would be why Ross is now trying to capture Black Widow. So there you have it, a quick 3-minute recap to prep you for Black Widow coming out on Friday. Let me know what you're thinking on Black Widow if you're super excited to go see it. And hey, as I head out, let me thank all of my wonderful patrons for helping support the channel. And for everyone, thank you so much for watching this. If you liked the video, help me out, give it a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll be back next time for another new episode of Freeform Disney. Have a magical day, and may the Force be with you always.